All right, welcome back to another video by Crypto Gibby, everybody. I do appreciate you all for being here today. So today, I'm going through a lot of technical difficulties and going through what I call some organized disorganization. So, recording this video pretty late in the day. I normally try to get my videos done at night and then post them in the morning, but I'm not posting this until early this morning, and hopefully I get it done in time before I have my normal uh publish time, but it may not be, maybe a little bit of time afterwards. But anyways, let's just go ahead and continue and start up with the video. So start off with the Bitcoin halving update. And I knew that I thought these dates changed. I believe yesterday was the 21st and today's showing the 30th. But we're technically 118 days away until the next halving update. It's the next halving event, not update, halving event. So the Bitcoin block rewards is going to be cut down, I think, with 3.125, I believe it is. Bitcoin is going to become scarce, and the price of Bitcoin is going to increase even further. And with that said, let's go into this first article here, talking about the price. So, everything is still loading. That sucks. It took me so long to get everything updated again. That's all right. Let's just go here. All right, but so got up this morning. Bitcoin price went over $4,500. And I was about to say all of my notes and stuff are gone with my highlights. But so by this morning, Bitcoin price went over $4,500 for the first time since April 2022. So yeah, and this is all in anticipation of the SEC possibly approving the next Bitcoin ETF. Well, not the next, the first Bitcoin ETF. And they are expecting this to possibly take place around January 9th time frame, sometime with this week, next week. So, but the thing is this, with these ETFs, something I learned and which I want to put out to you guys as well, is that, here it is. The ETFs will allow investors to buy a product that tracks the price of Bitcoin without having to own the cryptocurrency directly, likely appealing to larger institutional investors. So, I don't see the purpose of owning a product that tracks a product or entity or asset when you can actually own that product. So why buy an investment vehicle that tracks the price of Bitcoin when you can actually own Bitcoin outright and it be yours? The thing with these ETFs is that you're going to get into an investment that's going to track the price of Bitcoin, but say that investment goes belly up or something, something happens, and that company goes under and that product is no longer available. You lost your money. You're in somewhat a way of losing your money that way. But if you own Bitcoin outright and you have it in your own wallet that you self-custody, you own it. There's nobody else who's in control of it. So I understand the impact of the SEC approving these ETFs and the impacts of the ETFs. But the purpose of it, it's going to allow the big institutional investors to get in, what I call the big boys. But if people actually understood, you don't need them to get into Bitcoin or into cryptocurrency. So it's like, it's gonna allow the old money to get into the system. But it's just they don't understand. You don't need them. You don't need these third parties to get into Bitcoin. But oh well, it's going to be what it is. But, this is, let's see what I have this highlighted. The continued price gains for Bitcoin come off the back of a bumper of 2023, when the price of a digital coin rose 157%. Well, that's for the price gains of Bitcoin over the year. But I went over this article first before I went over the market. And let's see what's going on here. So Bitcoin was up further. I was higher than this. You can see, guys, here. It had a little pullback. People sold a little bit. But 4,500. Ethereum, same thing. Went up by quite a lot too. Basically, they hit about their high about earlier in the week. But just a little bit over. Then you have BNB. Didn't do too much. But let's see. Look at these. Bitcoin 5.2, Ethereum 1.9. BNB actually down a little bit. You got Solana up 3.5. Solana's been doing quite good this week. Well, not technically this week, but as you can see by the graph, not by the past 7 days. But if you guys remember a couple of days ago or some time ago, they had a big run up in price, over $100. So, it's expected for them to fall down a little bit after that big run up. Then you have XRP 0.3%, Cardano 1.2%, Avalanche 2.2%. As you can see, most of the coins here is doing a nice gain. Dogecoin 0.2%. Polygon is actually down a little bit, same thing. Okay. But, it's kind of a mixed bag right now. But overall, you're probably going to see that the overall market is going to be increasing over the next couple of days, weeks, months. And if the spot Bitcoin ETF does not get approved, you're going to see a big dump in the market, but then you're going to start seeing the prices rise steadily over the course of the days coming up to the halving. But if it does get approved, you're going to see the entire market start to increase. It may dump, but you're just going to see an overall increase all the way up until the Bitcoin halving takes place. So that's about the market data. Moving on to the next item on the list here. Same thing, which kind of applies back to the last one. Polymarket traders see an 89% chance of SEC approving spot BTC ETF by January 15th. This one has by January 15th. But reading this article, it gave me a little insight on what we call decentralized prediction platforms. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually have my system read this out. Do text to speech so you can hear this and actually go through this article with me.
Traders from the decentralized prediction platform Polymarket seem confident one or more exchange-traded funds, ETF, that invest in Bitcoin, BTC, will go live in the U.S. within 2 weeks. At press time, shares of the yes side of the contract, Bitcoin ETF approved by January 15th, changed hands at 89 cents, representing an 89% probability of the highly anticipated event coming to fruition by the second half of the month. The probability has increased significantly from roughly 50% a month ago. Speculation about the imminent launch of the US-based spot ETF gripped the market in early October. Since then, Bitcoin has risen by over 55% to trade above $45,000, mainly on optimism that the impending ETF would bring billions of dollars of investor money to the Bitcoin market. Polymarket, which debuted in 2020, has emerged as one of the top prediction markets in recent years, allowing investors to take bets.
So I let that read out there because I didn't fully understand decentralized prediction platforms when I first heard about them, and I didn't understand how these was going to necessarily work. But reading the article this morning, I have a generalized understanding about how, I guess they took bets earlier. So you have basically a yes and a no. And the more likely a bet is to happen, the higher the price of it goes. So it was at 50, what it said, it said 50 cents earlier in the month. Where does it go? That's on the yes. So the yes side was at 89 cents now, which is representing the probability of 89%. Unanticipated, blah, 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 blah. The probability increased significantly from roughly 50% a month ago. Okay, so a month ago, it was about 50%, so it's trading about 50 cents. But, let's see, I'm probably not going to read. Let's see, so far traders have met. Yep, okay. SEC could notify the current 14 spot ETF applicants as soon as Tuesday or Wednesday, which is today, or Wednesday, that they have the green light to launch ETFs. So what I have is the Bitcoin price may drop if the SEC delays. If the SEC delays the expected ETF launch, it says delays the delays. All right. So now I have a generalized understanding. I have not taken the time to really completely understand decentralized prediction platforms, and Polymarket is one of them. So more than likely, they probably have their own token or everything. I don't know, but they do have a platform where you can basically invest or bet in certain events taking place. But this one guy here, I'm going down a little bit more to it. He says, I'm buying no as an insurance against my long position. So this, switching gears for a little bit, this goes back into the investment strategies of which I do not fully understand, because once again, people, I never were, let me recite this again. I never were, and I never plan to be a financial advisor. So please do not take what I say here as 100% truth or accuracy or anything. You need to do your own thorough research about anything here I mentioned. This is me giving my opinions and how I see things in my thought process, and we going through the news. So please make sure you do your own research before doing anything or investing in anything. And make sure you only invest on what you can afford to lose. But, okay, so I'm going to put this right here. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't fully understand, like, if you have an investment, let's just say you're expecting the price to go up, so you buy it low and it goes, and you're expecting to sell high. I don't fully understand how can you also have an investment to sell low if the price goes low. I'm thinking on my head here. I'm just thinking out loud. So what I'm assuming is that if you have an investment and you're expecting the price to go high, but you also put in a short and it want the price to go lower. So I'm assuming if the price, you expect it to go high, but it doesn't happen, but the price end up falling, you leave that short position open, and you go ahead and cancel your long position. Okay, I think that's how it will go. Like I said, this is me talking out in my head. Okay, I guess you would just have to. So I guess the strategy is you put in a position for both, and depending on whichever way the market goes, you cancel out the other one at a certain percentage. I'm assuming. If anybody knows the real deal of how it goes, let me know, because I'm not a day trader, and I don't invest in that way. I am more of a I buy something and I hold it. All right, because here is what he said. He said, I'm buying no as an insurance against my long position. If the ETF will not be approved, the market will dump hard, but I still make profits. So that's what he said. This guy said, this is the correct way to use the poly market, brother. Market will dump without ETF approval. It also dumps after ETF approval. You know what, guys? That is true. It will dump. Let's see, market will dump without ETF approval. It also will dump after ETF approval. So what's going to happen also? I forgot about that. If the ETF gets approved, the market, people will dump a whole bunch of money to the market. It's going to go up dramatically, real quick, real steep. And at that point, it's going to be a certain point where people are going to start selling off a lot of their Bitcoin and other altcoins to make profit. And the market's going to dump down again. And all those people who sold, guess what they're going to do? They're going to end up buying back everything else that they sold now at a lower price. That's how the market works. You know, some people are just very good at it, and some people are not good at it. Some people are like me who understands how it goes and want to learn how to do that. But yeah, that's how. And that is all of the news for, I guess, the Bitcoin price and everything. But I do have one other thing I want to talk about today. If you remember another video, I talked about how a lot of these crypto projects, they wait until a bull cycle or the bull hype cycle to happen again before they release a lot of news and stuff. And this is one of the projects that I know of that has just recently done it. This project is X-Ray. It's on the Cardano blockchain. Now, myself personally, when it came out, I think it came out about 2020 or 2021, that time frame. I did my research on it a little bit because I know it came out the same time as MinSwap, Sunday Swap, when all those guys was just starting to get up, when Cardano implemented the smart contracts into the system, or by the time they was about to, these were some of the projects that was named that was going to launch. And I did a little bit of research on Sunday Swap, MinSwap, and X-Ray, and all these other things. I said, okay, at the time I didn't have too much funds to invest in each one, so I could have invested in all of them, but I would have put a small portion on each one. But I decided to put most of my investment behind X-Ray. And at that time, X-Ray was doing they had a staking pool. So I staked my ADA into X-Ray staking pool because I think MinSwap and I think Sunday Swap did the same thing. Looking back, I probably should have put it in all three, but I put most of my funds into X-Ray, and then I put into some NFT projects in which went belly up, and I lost my ADA, unfortunately. But that's another thing. But this is what X-Ray. So since the hype cycle, bull cycle happened, they've been silent for the longest. For sometime after the launch, it was real big, and then it went radio silent for quite a while. The Discord has been silent over there. It hasn't been much hype over there or much activity, a lot. And the community was asking for updates and everything. I do remember that because I just been in the Discord a couple weeks ago, got back involved, asking questions. And they were asking, well, can we get updates? Can the developer give us something? And one of the guys, I guess he had a contact. He said, well, we'll try to get in contact with the developer to see if they can at least do something to give like some updates, to give an update for the community to know what's going on. And so we're seeing a little communication, but this just dropped, technically what it says 2 days ago. So bull cycle, hype cycle is on. X-Ray has now put out their updates because they want to take advantage of the momentum behind the bull hype cycle. This is the same thing a lot of projects have been doing in the past. And so I understand this, and I fully understand why X-Ray did not release anything previously, And they waited to this time because it is a good strategy. Now, what X-Ray was supposed to have been, they were supposed to be like MinSwap, but they had a whole bunch of other products as well. If you staked in a staking pool, you got a token distribution. And then you also got a NFT, which is called an X Diamond. The token is X-Ray. The NFT was called X Diamond. I didn't do a lot of research about all the other products this morning. I just went over this, but I do know like they have their own swap. But what they did, they had a lot of products that like different, it was the same name, but under different URLs. But what they did now, they decided to go ahead and consolidate everything under one main branding identity. Everything was kind of the same, but it was still just under different URLs. So like, let's see here. Let's see. All right, let's just read this. Goodbye split project's name with Ray prefixes and hello unified ecosystem. Naming is now based on the X-Ray token name, e.g. X-Ray. Okay, e.g. X-Ray graph. That's right, X-Ray, and then it has the product basically right here. Instead of Raygraph X-Ray wallet instead of, wait a minute, let me go back, let me read this now. Naming is now based on X-Ray token, e.g. X-Ray graph instead of Raygraph. Okay. X-Ray / wallet instead of Ray wallet. Thus, an important thing is achieved. Every product name from the ecosystem reflects the name of the token. And of course, we all love the letter X. It looks like the X-Wing starship from Star Wars. Luke Skywalker destroyed the Death Star on it, by the way. We also have the ability to build deeper level names, such as X-Ray Graph, Image CDN. It already sounds like a brand and logo for it is already ready. In addition to the fact that it is a very clear that Images CDN is a subsection of graph and belongs to the X-Ray. And old Raygraph Images CDN does not. Really great. All right, so here's a couple of images. They said how it will look in real world implementation. I'm not going to do too much. All right. And if you guys see here, this is kind of talking about it, I believe. So the project names, so Ray Network, xray.app. Here we go. You guys see here how all these different URLs, raynetwork.io, raywallet.io, rayswap.io, raystake.io, raypad.io. These are all different products by the X-Ray project, but they were all under different URLs, all of these. So now they consolidated everything under X-Ray. So wallet.xray, swap.xray, stake.xray, launchpad.xray. So if you guys know, if you can see by here, you can see all the products. They have a wallet, they have a swapping feature, a staking feature, a launchpad features for probably new projects, data, graph, So that's a very good thing, and that is a good marketing point, especially to keep things under control, because this I highlighted this here. All screens for Vision 23 were redrawn and became cleaner and clearer. And this is our main task, so that a person far from crypto understand what is happening in the application. And I think that's a very important part, because you're going to have a lot of people get into crypto that are new to crypto and don't fully understand crypto. And if you're able to make things understandable for them, they're more than likely to use it. Do you have something like Raygraph? This is an API system for developers. But this is the next thing I want to go over. So pigs.io is one of the games, is a side project they're doing as a game. And they said here, we hope you filled your pockets with X Diamonds, the NFT. And I know that X Diamonds is what I read on the previous thing. If you hold X Diamond, you're going to get like a discount when using their products. That's good. Always good to have that. and I looked at the video. So this is a demo video they had for the game and early presentation. I just play the video and let you guys see. Ooh, a little loud. A little loud. I should have muted that down. I really do hope. And I understand this is a demo early presentation, but guys, please make these graphics a lot better than this. And I understand they probably just doing it just to put it out there, but I understand the purpose of these because I do graphic designs on the side and doing mock-ups sometimes. People have a misunderstanding. You show them something, they think it's the final thing, and it's not. But, it looks like Minecraft on speed. But anyway, I'm not going to play the whole video here, but I do understand. Then they have some token statistics here. See Cardano top 20 tokens of the year. I was looking at this, and they said top 20 tokens by the year. I do not see X-Ray down on this list, but I don't understand. I guess I just put X-Ray at the top. Oh, no. I see here. This is on X-Ray's website, and they just listed this. So they listed everybody else, and they put token up here. Okay. All right, so, but yeah, this is the thing. So, as I said it before, projects that has been silent in the past, you're going to start to see them put out more news since the hype cycle is about to begin. And a lot of these projects, guys, make sure you do your research if you want to invest. A lot of these projects may have seemed dead previously, and you're going to see them with a newfound life, newfound invigoration. They're going to come up. So, like X-Ray, the product that we saw in the past looked very good. That's why I decided to go ahead and get into their staking pool to get the tokens. So I never did sell mine. And I think that this project is going to do good in this cycle. I believe it's going to take place. It's going to take its place among some of the top projects on the Cardano blockchain because they have a lot of stuff already lined up. And the product that they already had, products that they had online that was implemented and released worked great. They had a lot of stuff on there that just said coming soon. And I thought it was coming at the time of release, but it never did happen. But now I see that they was waiting to this time. And I believe they're going to have a very nice looking aesthetically, a very nice looking product. And I believe performance wise it's going to work as good too, because it did in the past. But last thing, I just wanted to probably look at the price of X-Ray. X-Ray is down. Oh, before I go, I forgot. And also they changed their branding too. So they now had an R, but now they changed it to X-Ray. As you remember here in the part down here about the Death Star, Luke Skywalker and everything. So this is the new logo for X-Ray. But if you go online to find it in any exchange, you're going to see it with the R for right now. So it's at 0.00000038. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it gets up to $1 or a couple cents in the coming days. I don't know. You have to look at, a lot of times what you have to do, you have to look at the market cap for similar projects and look at the circulating supply or total supply for that coin. So this coin has 25 million coins right now as total supply. What's the circulation? Don't know. But you look at this, and then you look at other similar projects and see what their market cap is at. And then you probably take the market cap and divide it by this total amount. And you could possibly, maybe, this is not definite, you can possibly get an idea of what their token price could be in the future, okay? Because like I said, I am not, never have, never plan to be a financial advisor. This is just something that I do and I see other people do that possibly get an idea about what the market cap could be. But everybody, I think that's going to be it for today's video. Once again, I am Crypto Gibby. I'm doing another crypto video for you guys. Like I said, I also going to be doing other videos on crypto, not just news, market review. I plan on doing crypto mining videos, NFT videos, and everything within crypto space I like to cover. And I'm going to get more in depth into certain things, educational videos. And I'm learning at the same time as you, because I have not done a lot of research and a lot of projects, but I'm going to be doing it in moving forward, basically. So thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video, watching the video. If you guys could, give the video a like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. I would really appreciate it. It would help you guys out a lot. And again, I am Crypto Gibby, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.